Listen to Rick Perry. Remember, that was Rick Perry's state. He was the three-term governor of Texas. He says he has proven that he knows how to handle the border and have a more compassionate view, in his view, Rick Perry says, to immigration. Listen to what he says about Donald Trump.
Let no one be mistaken. Donald Trump's candidacy is a cancer on conservatism, and it must be clearly diagnosed, excised, and discarded. I will not go quiet. When this cancer on conservatism threatens to metastasize into a movement of mean-spirited politics that will send the Republican Party to the same place it sent the Whig Party in 1854, the graveyard.
How much of this do we take as Rick Perry from the heart, and how much of it, forgive me, do we take that Rick Perry's on the bubble and might not make that first Fox debate? And the one way to get attention right now, for better or worse in the Republican race, is to take on Donald Trump.
It's Rick Perry on the bubble. It's Rick Perry from the heart, and it's Rick Perry being exactly right. But it's not even the whole story. This really, and you agree with me on this really isn't about Donald Trump. We're really asking the wrong questions about how this affects Trump and how it's affecting the Republican Party. What he is a clear reflection of the supermajority of the country's anger and disgust, justified anger, disgust, and disconnect with the American political system. That disgust,
somebody who comes in who says, "I'll break everything," has appeal because people are looking and saying nothing is getting done.
That disgust is going to far outlast Donald Trump. And in an age of huge social and economic change, in an age of huge radical connectivity, we've never had this confluence of events. A man like Donald Trump, a woman like Donald Trump could use these events and this disconnect and radical connectivity to do some amazing disruptive positive things to this country and some amazingly destructive negative disruptive things in this country.
That was Rick Perry at his best, right? I mean, that we did not see that Rick Perry back in 2012.
Right. Rick Perry taking him on. Another person reacted to Donald Trump. I want your take on this one, because this one, I think, is trying to put too many eggs in the same basket, if you will. Here's Marco Rubio, also trying to take on Donald Trump. Rubio likely will be in the debate as well. Follow this one for me.
I don't think that the way he's behaved over the last few weeks is either dignified or worthy of the office that he seeks. We already have a president now that has no class. I mean, we have a president now that does selfie stick videos, that invites YouTube stars there, people that eat cereal out of a bathtub, that accuses his. You just saw the interview he did right now, where he goes on comedy shows to talk about something as serious as Iran. The list goes on and on.
He's trying to, if I could just jump in, he's trying to play to exactly what we're talking about. Right. But he's doubling down on it. You don't call the sitting president of the United States classless. You don't call him classless for doing the kind of things that you know Rubio is going to do if he becomes president. Right. The selfie stick and the YouTube interviews, those are all ways of reaching voters where voters are through the new media. The next president's going to do it. Ronald Reagan, if he were alive today, would be doing this kind of thing because he was a new media president.
Right, and I will say that Rubio was late to this game in terms of condemning Trump.
Right.
It took him a long time to figure out exactly what he wanted to say, and to, he's got a very tricky position on immigration, and he's figuring out his message and perhaps doubling down too much. I'm not sure that that'll actually work for him.
If you want to say I criticize the president's media strategy, that's fine. That's one thing. But I understand he's trying to stick Donald Trump to Barack Obama, which somehow get appeal among conservatives. But it seems to me to be apples and oranges or beyond, and cynical.